What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk about my all-time favorite comic, and I guess you could say all-time favorite series, Invincible. So as of this recording, Invincible has been out for about 2 days now on Amazon Prime, and oh man, it is such a great series. I've been reading the comic since I want to say maybe 2012-ish. I first picked it up because I was reading The Walking Dead, and at the end they have like interviews and stuff, and like Kirkman and the artist, they talk about like answering people's questions and whatnot. And at the time, they were also writing Invincible, which is a superhero comic that kind of plays on like the superhero trope and like really does a great job at like poking fun at like the superhero genre, but also like turning it around and like really making it work. Think of this show and the comic a mix between like The Boys and like Marvel and DC. So it's brutal, it's bloody, and the story is very well written. Like, it's just amazing. It's a work of art. Now, obviously I'm a little bit biased because it is my all-time favorite comic, and I'm just making this video to let you guys know, if you were on the fence or if you've never heard about this, to go ahead and give Invincible a watch. Like I said, you could find it on Amazon Prime. The first 3 episodes are all currently out, and they're all about 45 minutes long each. Now, obviously, this comic came out almost a decade ago, maybe even longer. So they had to like change a few things, and like they skipped over a few things. But overall, it stays true to the comic, at least in spirit, in the inspiration. Like, if you never read the comic and you just watch the show, that's alright too. Like, you're not really missing out too much. And yeah, it's really, really good. I don't know what else to say. Like, I haven't even had time to think about 40K, just because I've been rewatching the show over and over again and just having a good time with it. The voice cast is amazing. Mark Grayson, which is the main character, Invincible, he's voiced by Steven Yeun, which was Glenn from The Walking Dead. His mom, Sandra Oh, Omni-Man, his dad, J.K. Simmons, and it just gets better from there. Freaking Mark Hamill is in here too. Like, Luke Skywalker is putting his voice into this animated series. There's also a bunch of other big names in here, but that's just, to name a few. And the premise of the story is basically, you have Omni-Man, which is essentially Superman. He's the strongest superhero in the entire world. And you have Mark, his son, who's basically trying to live up to be his dad. And without going into spoiler, I'll leave it at that. So basically, the first 3 episodes, if you're going in line with the comic, covers the first 2 volumes and a half-ish. Because like I said, they do skip around parts. They get to some parts earlier than others. They change a few things here and there. But like I said, the changes made aren't detrimental. Like, it's not going to ruin your experience. Like, you're not going to really feel like something's missing. It's very great adaptation, as far as I know. Kirkman is heavily involved with it. Robert Kirkman, the creator. And the art and animation, it stays true to the comic. So if you liked how Invincible was drawn in the beginning, it pretty much looks just like that. It's like a moving comic, so to speak. And all your favorite characters are in there. Alan the Alien, which is hilarious because he's voiced by Seth Rogen, and Seth Rogen has numerous times shown his love for the comic. I even think he helped produce it, and for a while I thought he was helping make a movie out of Invincible. I don't know if the movie is still, to come later. Maybe they cover like certain arcs of the comic into a movie. But it's just hilarious to, see Alan the Alien and hear Seth Rogen's voice. It's funny, but like, in a weird way, it fits. So yeah, if you guys are on the fence, if you guys don't know whether you should watch it or not, definitely watch at least the first episode all the way through. because at the end of the episode, it really gives you a good feel as to what to expect in Invincible. Like I said, it's a mix of like superhero tropes mixed with The Boys, which that's a pretty, if you've seen The Boys on Amazon, you know how it is. Bloody and very, very grim. So yeah, guys, I don't even know what else to say. This is basically just a public service announcement, a little bit of advertisement for Invincible. I've made videos on it in the past before, trying to get people to read the comic. I made one like 4 years ago, and then another one like a year ago, basically just saying, hey, this is a really great comic you guys should get into. And then a year ago, when I heard that the announcement of the animated series was coming out, and now that it's actually out, it's crazy to think like, wow, we're actually getting to see this as an animated show, and it's great. It really is amazing, and hopefully it gets the attention that it deserves. I was looking at like Rotten Tomatoes to see like the score, and I think at the time it was like at a 95%, so that's really good. Hopefully it keeps that throughout the series. But yeah, go ahead and give it a watch. It only gets better from here, trust me. Episode 1, it really gives you a good foundation as to the world building, what to expect. Episode 2 really shows you who the main character, Mark Grayson, is, like how he's adapting to his powers, trying to like recognize the world for what it is. And like I said, this show does not pull its punches. If there's an alien invasion, there's going to be people dying, and obviously superheroes can't save everybody. So you're really going to see that and see the effects of what that causes. Because like looking at like the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, when you had all the Avengers fighting to save New York, I mean, obviously you saw people like getting hurt and like all dusty and dirty when the Chitauri were invading, but you never saw anybody like get like beaten to a pulp or have like wounds from like the weapons that the Chitauri were showing. You just saw like the kid-friendly version. This is not kid-friendly. So give it a watch, guys. Trust me, you'll be hooked by the end of the first episode. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. So if you guys have seen it, let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what you're really excited to see. Is it Battle Beast? Thrag, maybe? But yeah, we'll see. That's all I got for today, guys. And this has been The Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate. And I'll be catching you guys in the comments below. Peace.